Well. So I'm gonna go ahead and give the new intro since we have actually since we actually got stumbled a little bit. Since we actually have a show name now. So welcome to the drop with the Trash Cast. I am Get a Shonikin, along with Tong the Will Win and Earth Day Head Ass, Ernest, Money, Mambe. What is going on? What is happening? We are live at 1 p.m. on a Friday afternoon. What's going on?
Bro, I just
What's up? What's up?
accidentally sold a Patrick Mahomes mom by accident. Oops. Oh well.
How do you sell it on an accident? RCA, what's going on?
How did
How you doing, bro?
Well, I listed it, I think, for like something, and it sold for like $320. So I'll take it.
All right. So before we actually get into everything, my mood was very bright. I was very happy, right? And then we had to go into our show intro to give people the opportunity to get into the stream and watch it and all that kind of stuff. You know what happened? I opened Facebook.
Are you
And
opening
guess
Facebook?
Why?
because I opened Facebook and guess what's plastered on my
Earth Day.
screen?
Earth Day.
No,
No?
the person who won pole position
Oh, that's
for
annoying.
the race this
Whoa.
weekend.
Oh,
So one, I forgot there was a race this weekend, and two, now I know what happened.
wait,
So-
no, that's tomorrow.
You still got this? No. Well, the
Qualifying
this year
is tomorrow.
qualifying's
No.
today because the sprint race is tomorrow.
right.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yeah.
Oh, that's annoying. I missed
So I
it
already know.
entirely.
So I'm still gonna watch it because even though that one time that Ernest ruined the race for me, I did go back and watch it, and it wasn't that bad.
Right.
So, but it was not as good as it would have been.
I mean, it's just qualifying.
I mean, true, but still, sometimes I watch it. So what I do with
We got a
qualifying,
sprint race tomorrow, so
I watch normally. I'll watch a little bit of Q3. I watch a little bit of Q2. Then I just fast forward to Q1. I'm like, all right, let's get to it, and then I keep it moving.
you mean you said that backwards?
Yes, no, it's Q3, Q2, Q1. Is that what
No,
I
it
said?
doesn't count down. It's 1, 2, 3.
Does it? Is it like that? Oh, you're right. It is like that. That's life. Hey, look, life is tough, man. You make mistakes. Things happen. What's up with y'all? I've done a lot of talking. What's up with y'all?
NBA playoffs drilling. Is that a word? No.
Bro, the playoffs has been nutty.
It's been very nutty.
It's been kind of nutty.
Man,
Like the
Ramadan
Bucks,
Kyrie needs to do what he needs to do, though.
the Bucks are in trouble a little bit. Middleton's hurt. He's out for the series, and the Bulls are like back at full strength, except for Lonzo, and they're playing well. So
Is Ernest a NBA savant or?
No, I just watch highlights.
Savant? What do you mean?
Yeah, I mean he's got the Bulls and the the Clippers.
Well, the Bulls. I mean, yeah, no, the Clippers are out of the. I mean,
right.
Not a savant, but the Bulls.
He's
Man.
not Savant. He's a homer. Oh, he is.
He's not a savant. He's a homer. Okay. Well, cool. Well, we're sitting. So I guess let's explain.
Yeah, tell
why
them
we're
what
here.
we're doing. Tell them
What
what
are
we're
we
doing.
doing?
This is why we're here. All right. So should I just disclose everything as to what our thought process of why we're at this point right now, or should I just
No, just tell
Okay.
them what we're doing today.
All right, meat and potatoes. So we figured, hey, why not do shows during drops? Think about this. You're sitting down, you get into the waiting room, and you're just sitting there for 57 minutes, 58 minutes, 50, whatever minute that you put your claim your spot. And we're like, why not have our shows during this time period? So then while you wait, you can see our beautiful faces and hear our beautiful voices. So, Jim, that's why we're here. Are you asking me why we here, or are you saying that's why we're here? Well, he didn't say that, so maybe that's asking why we're here. But yes, we are here to do our shows during the drop times. So yes, you may not see us on Friday evenings, but you will see us during drops. Does that sound good? Is that something we can all rock with? Y'all all agree? We can shake hands and we can do this?
Let's do it.
All right, bet. So then we're good with that then. So I guess you like it, Jim? Awesome. Cool. All right. So this is a historical drop, I guess. Tom, why don't you go ahead and
Why is it historical?
Yeah, go ahead.
Red
the
Favre's
name.
in it.
Look, it's in the name right here, bro. Historical.
Well, I mean, just by the
What do you mean? Why is it historical? What's
because it effing says it.
They told us it was historical. Kind of question, bro.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
I mean,
You're
other
right.
than that, why would they label it historical? I mean, it's kind of like, Why is my name Earth Day head ass? I mean,
Oh yeah. So
Because
let's.
that's why you labeled yourself. That's what they labeled
Yeah,
this.
this is
It's
labels.
simple as
Today is
that.
Earth Day, and this is also a historical day for All Day. I think we are.
Ooh!
What?
Okay,
Mm.
that was nice. That was nice.
What? What happened?
What you just said, it flowed. It
Oh,
flowed.
thank you. I was a
Bars.
rapper in a past life, bro.
I mean,
I was a rapper in the past life, bro.
apparently. Let's go.
Yeah. So this is so I'm assuming these are old. These are like archive packs from Top Shot. Am I wrong? Or am I
Yeah, they're
right?
basically the running back packs.
Oh,
There's a
okay.
little twist to this.
What's
Talk
the
about
twist?
The twist is there's an ultimate tier, which is the Brett Favre moment, and that's out of 10. So if you get that,
You're rich.
you know, you're you're not rich, but you're
But you're I can't use that term.
you got a lot more money than you had.
You're
if you decide
hood
to
rich.
sell.
Yeah.
If you decide to sell.
Scroll down. What are some of those moments that I saw? I saw Terrell Davis.
We'll get there. Relax. We'll get
I'm
there.
sorry. I'm about to jump the gun. I want to
We
talk
gotta-
some
we
more.
gotta- Yeah, we got a whole hour to cover.
That's true. True.
A whole hour. So if you're wondering, the waiting room is open. So go ahead.
Joining
if
the
you
waiting
wanna
room?
join.
Join
Go
the
ahead and
waiting room. You got
join.
49 minutes.
We covered this last week, but the packs are $84.
Mm.
They have 4 moments in them.
I can finally afford it.
Here are the odds.
Stop.
41,899 of the 56,000 contain 4 common moments.
Mm. Oh
then-
no.
13,500 contain a rare. 553 contain a legendary, and then 10 obviously contain the ultimate.
Ultimate.
Yeah.
So Jim is saying he may just hold his pack.
Cool.
Why?
Jim
though?
Jim is manifesting the Brett Favre. I like it. He already knows he's getting one.
Is that what it is?
Mhm.
Oh, so by
Manifesting
manifesting that you're holding it, you means you're going to get it. Is that what it
Exactly.
is?
Well, I mean, you can't hold it if you don't have it, right?
These are facts.
Think about that,
These are facts. These are facts.
I mean, you can
I mean,
hold things and not have it.
Not sure I follow with that thought process.
Some of this logic flows are not
Mm.
fair or correct, but okay. Well, we'll run with it.
Guys, you take things so literally, Ernest.
I
Jeez.
know.
All right.
Atrin, what's going on? By holding the pack, it means Favre is in it.
Oh, he's talking about the pack. He's talking about the pack. I thought he was
Schrodinger's
talking about
cat.
the Favre moment. Oh, okay. Yeah.
Schrodinger's pack is what he's
Yeah.
talking about. There we go.
Yeah.
All right.
It's the.
So I'm assuming that they have Fred Taylor in this
Why would you assume that?
because Fred Taylor's the GOAT.
Fred Taylor
The goat
is
of
the
what?
goat.
He's just the GOAT, period. I'm not going to define that. I'm not going to define what I mean by that. 'cause I have to back it up. I'm not trying to back it up.
That's a very random player that you just assumed as being in the pack.
It's
I mean,
Fred
I
Taylor.
love
come
Fred
on.
Taylor. Yeah, but
Exactly. So then you're along the lines of what I'm saying.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on. I don't think
Yes,
Fred.
let's do it.
So here are
Oh
the
my
throwback
goodness.
players. You got Amon Green, rare,
Why is Matt Hasselbeck rare?
TD. Huh? They're all. I don't know. What's wrong with Matt Hasselbeck? He was a good quarterback for a long time.
Why is Matt Hasselbeck rare? Who's
Yeah,
who's
what do you mean? Matt Hasselbeck is a good. Was a good.
Yeah, we're gonna take the ball and we're gonna win.
Anyway, Terrell Davis, legendary. Dre Bly, rare. Matt Hasselbeck, rare. Donald Driver,
Oh, I need to
Thurman
put him down.
Thomas, Brett Favre. There's a Brett Favre,
There's
rare.
only one
here.
in here that I really, really, really want. We all know. who it
Kevin
is.
Williams. Nobody wants the lineman, but Lavernius Coles,
Ooh,
Ooh, I
Um,
remember that cat.
Yeah.
Thomas Jones.
I like
Why is
Thomas Jones.
in here.
He was
You
good
like
too.
Thomas Jones?
Yeah, I like Thomas Jones. I was a Jets fan. Remember that back in the Rex Ride? I was a Jets
He
fan.
had like
back
one
then.
He
good
was a
year.
bruiser.
No, he had like 4 good years.
Define good.
Carter.
Better than Geddes would play. Better than Geddes would be if he was out there.
Well, then they all had good years. Every year is a good year.
Oh,
Stop hating. Stop hating.
Atron said he's ready to pull the ultimate. See, I like that. I like that thinking, man. Then you have the Brett Favre ultimate, Marvin Harrison, Chris Carter, Charles Tillman, 2 Charles Tillmans.
Lance
Ooh,
Briggs
One
is on
common,
there?
one legendary.
Nice.
Oh, let's go.
Donald Driver, common. Ricky Williams.
I'm with it.
I wouldn't hate that.
There's the
Oh,
winner.
Mark.
Lance
Oh, are you
Briggs.
serious?
And they got Redskins old man Mark Brunell. Why?
Why would they do that?
Wow.
Why would he not
Why?
be? Why would they?
Jags. Why not a Jag?
Hold on. You see how disrespectful these fools are? No one even remembers Mark Brunell went there. The only thing he did there is he had the most completions in one game. That was it.
That's
Outside
probably
of that,
the game. That's
it
probably
is probably that game. This is baloney. Why would they not use him with the? He won.
Donald Driver
game.
broken leg Madden moment.
Oh,
Oh my God.
You remember that?
That highlight's probably on Instagram somewhere.
I
It
want
is.
that. I
I'm
want
gonna
that
find it.
bottom two.
I'm gonna find it out. I'm
Randall
gonna find it out.
Leftwich
Cunningham.
and Brooks.
Byron Leftwich.
One of the
Derek
hardest
Brooks.
safeties in the league.
That's the only one I want. Derek Brooks, and it's a
Devon
common. Let's
Walker. That's
go.
kind of a random player to have.
I
So
am-
they give us,
Brett
so they
Favre.
give us Byron Leftwich as the Jaguars, but they don't give us
Yeah.
Mark Brunell as a Jaguar.
No, you get the lineman, right? What's his name?
Jeff Lagerman.
No,
that's linebacker. That's not linebacker.
They should have the Mark
Would it be
Brunell. My favorite Mark
Yeah.
Brunell moment is when he cried on ESPN talking about Deflategate.
Oh my god.
That's my favorite moment.
Oh my god. Yeah, and I think that's probably the last time he was on ESPN.
Yeah, I don't want to go into that, but
Yeah.
No?
that was when I found out 90% of America doesn't know anything about science or physics.
Right. Science.
Anyway,
So we got Terrell Davis in the throwback, and we have Terrell Davis in the new unit. I like it.
wait, they gave the Matt Hasselback as a Packer moment. What?
Why? So explain that.
yeah,
to
there's
me.
some random.
They
Excuse
put
me?
it in a randomizer. That's what they do.
They put it in a random.
That's what they do. Another
Oh
Ricky
my
Williams.
God, Roy Williams,
Ooh.
what a bust.
Okay.
Why? Why do we get that? Oh, because you have to have moments that aren't.
Remember, this is with the stretch when the Lions drafted like receivers
3
4
years,
years in a row or something
But
like that.
but they had to do.
They drafted.
They have balls
um,
though to draft Calvin Johnson.
They drafted
Okay.
Roy
Hall of
Williams.
Famer. So.
Who else did they draft?
Mike Williams. Was it Mike Williams?
No, it was his name started with a C, right?
I don't
Darnell
know.
Williams? No.
I forgot what it was. Oh man,
I'm not sure.
it was like 3-4 years in a row they drafted.
Somebody
a
hit us
receiver.
somebody hit us in the chat.
In the
and let us
top
know who it
5.
was.
Steve
Uh,
McNair with the Oilers uni. Nice.
Oh, you see, that's
That's nice.
legit. They
That
got
is nice.
Jericho
Yeah,
Cotchery. I'm with
Brian
that.
Urlacher, Greg
Cotchery
Jennings.
for real?
Greg
Wait, how many
Jennings.
Jets are they gonna put in here?
I had a Jericho.
All of
Cotchery
them are
on my,
straight
jersey
bust,
when I was
bro.
a teenager. Right? Was it? No, it was.
That's a very good question. Jim
Was,
asked, "How are they not all debuts? How are these not all day debuts?"
That's true.
Oh, because there's multiples of them. So like
Mm.
this is Urlacher's debut.
But
This
they're in
is
the
not.
same drop. That doesn't make any
This
sense.
is stupid. Chris Miller.
So this one, because this one, the game happened before this. This is 2007, just 2004.
Oh, okay. So they're going by that year.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Mhm.
Okay.
Not gonna lie, I don't know who Chris Miller is.
They're backdating it. It's a
I
punter,
don't know who
right?
Chris Miller is.
I'm pretty sure he's a punter. Just by the look of him. No racist. So
And they have a
Llewellyn
Brett
Cunningham.
Favre as a Viking. That's kind of messed up.
I mean, he went to. Did he go?
Yeah, he was one game
He
away.
went to the NFC Championship game as a Viking.
And they destroyed him.
If freaking Adrian Peterson didn't fumble the ball 45 times that game.
Bruh.
Where's Adrian Peterson?
Oh, they got Mark Clayton. Rest in peace.
Do you know Leroy Butler?
Oh,
was,
never mind. That's John Clayton. My bad.
he's from Jacksonville.
Oh yeah?
He went to Reigns. I think.
I would suspect that if he made
But
it.
yeah. Jacksonville native, Florida State legend,
Mm.
Green Bay Packer legend, Hall of Famer.
Too
Is he in the
much.
Hall of Fame yet? He should be.
Where's
I'm not
what's
sure.
his name's moment? Adrian
Marvin
Peterson.
Harrison.
I want Adrian Peterson moment.
They're not making any moments of Adrian Peterson.
Well, probably because he's
They've already have Adrian Peterson moments. So let me not say that then.
Yeah.
Because they already have it. I thought maybe because he beat the brakes off his kid that they wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
So what are we hoping for here?
I love Derek Brooks.
Like a nice.
I want Byron Leftwich, of course, and Mark Brunell from the Jaguars when he was on the Jaguars, but I'm not getting that.
Because it doesn't exist.
I know that's what I'm saying. Let me get that Reggie White. I low
Reggie
key feel
White.
like Brian
There's some really
Urlacher
good
was a little
players there.
overrated, but maybe I'm just a jerk.
Yeah,
What?
multiple moments per player in this set. So that's
Brian
why
Urlacher, I mean, he was very good, but I mean, like,
Oh, he's very good.
To tone it down, he's good, but I mean, come
It's
on,
different. I mean,
What
there's
do you
London
mean?
Fletcher.
What do you mean?
He's
Just
also
tone it
pretty
down just a
solid.
little bit.
I don't understand what you're saying.
Don't worry about it because I don't want to have to back it up.
What are you talking about?
my man Brian Urlacher is one of the best linebackers of all time.
He is. I'm not
He's
gonna
like
say
top
he's not.
5. What do you mean?
I'm
Top
confused.
5? You're crazy. Top 5?
Linebackers?
You said
I don't know
Brian Urlacher
about top 5. I don't know about top 5.
Should we pull
Nah.
up the stats?
Pull up
Like,
the stat. There's no way he's top 5. Brian Urlacher's not top 5.
Name 5 linebackers better than Brian Urlacher all
Lawrence
time.
Thomas. Lawrence
Who?
Taylor. Lawrence Taylor.
Yes, that's number 1.
The guy
Yeah.
from the Panthers.
Oh yeah,
Kuechly?
Kuechly. Yeah.
yeah.
And then
Would you rather have
there's
Brian
one
Urlacher or
from-
Bobby Wagner?
Brian Urlacher.
Okay, I'm just questioning. This is a question. This is a question. I'm just
Yeah.
asking.
I don't know. About that.
Derek Brooks.
Derek Brooks was very good. Yeah.
So that's 3. The
Zach
dude
Thomas,
from
Zach
the
Thomas,
Niners. The Niners, I think, had one.
Patrick Willis.
Patrick Willis.
Yeah.
He didn't play. He retired early, so I don't know.
Okay.
No, we'll have to revisit that.
Yeah,
No,
no,
there's a
Brian
few.
Urlacher played for a long time.
I think it's
He
a
did,
top
he
10.
did,
At the
he
minimum, a
did.
top 10.
He
in my
did.
opinion.
Paul plus Lesney.
Get the f- out of here.
Oh,
I think he's the slowest linebacker the Jaguars have ever had. But he had the biggest following here in Jacksonville. It was ridiculous.
Yeah.
Shout out to him though.
What about
But
what's
it was
his
just so
name
funny
from
seeing
the-
wide receivers and tight ends run like
I
Route
forgot all the
passing.
other the New England linebackers. I think a few of them could fit in there.
You talking about like Teddy Bruschi? Get out of here, Teddy
Really?
Bruschi.
Or
You're wild.
Van Noy.
No.
So
Teddy
J-
Bruschi is not in anybody's top 5.
Jim said he's definitely in the combo for top 5, I think.
Jason Taylor, that's one. That's another one.
Yeah.
Jason Taylor, yeah, he was defensive player of defensive player of the year 2 times. I mean, hey, that ain't no big deal.
Urlacher's a monster, or he was a monster.
I'm not disagreeing with you. Urlacher's a beast, but like I'm saying, I don't think it's top 5. I think there's a few more.
I
Above
think
it.
Alvin
I
Kamara
think
shakes him out of his
he's
shoes.
Definitely
in the open
top
field.
5.
I say
Either
that.
I'm probably just like overestimating a number of solid linebackers, which is probably the problem here. But
That might be it. But yeah, no, this is a good batch of moments. I don't necessarily
Mhm.
I'm not too fond of the doubles of players that they have, but it's whatever. I get it. I mean, if you want a Brett Favre, but you don't have the ultimate, if you want to get another one, then that's fine. At least you just want to hold a Brett Favre. But I mean, there's so many quarterbacks back then that were good.
Where's Tom Brady in here? I
Where's
don't
the Tom Brady?
understand.
Where's the Peyton Manning? Where's the Phillip
Right.
Rivers?
That's
Where's,
coming. You can't blow your whole load on the first drop.
that is true.
That's
Can't blow your
fair.
load too early.
They're
That's
coming,
fair.
man. Like you gotta save
no
some
pun
for
intended,
the-
right, song?
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
No pun intended. Yeah, they're coming. Yeah, they're coming.
All right, I don't know how to segue from that one, but
Oh, it's all good. Segue to how much time we got left in the drop.
Oh, Ray Lewis. We forgot Ray Lewis.
Ray Lewis. Yep.
Oh,
Ray
my God.
Lewis, yeah,
Ray Lewis.
obviously Ray
Yeah.
Lewis.
So we know for off rip we got
God's a
we got
killer.
Lawrence Taylor, Ray Lewis. We
Derek
said
Brooks.
Derek Brooks. Are we
Uh-huh.
saying Derek Brooks is better than Brian Urlacher?
I think so.
Well, you're biased.
Yeah, you're biased. I don't know. I have to look at the stats.
Yeah, we gotta look at it.
Just Jack
That's
Lambert,
only 3. That's only 3 guys.
Junior
Well, I mean, if we
Seau.
said other ones.
I mean, if you go
we mentioned
back,
Paul
like-
plus Lesney. I mean, we mentioned a lot of them. So okay, all right. So I have a hot take. Well, you already know my take on this.
Zach Thomas. Remember Zach Thomas?
Yeah, I remember Zach Thomas, but I think Urlacher's better than Zach Thomas.
Oh, that's fair.
Back in the day, like these players that you talk about, like from way back in the day, like before they even had color television,
Uh-huh.
like I don't want these fools factored in because I just don't. Because they're playing against plumbers, architects, like they're playing against
How about like
carpenters.
Dick Butkus?
Yeah, truck
Dick
drivers.
buckets.
Like I don't want to hear it. Yes, I am the guy that says that Babe Ruth is not the greatest, and if he was to play in this time period, he'd get his ass spanked. So all these old dudes that were running 13.840s, I don't want them to be considered as part of the great. They were great in their era, but they wouldn't touch the dudes in this era. You got offensive linemen running 4.540.
yeah, that's kind of not unfair. You can't compare previous times to this time,
Well,
right? But you're saying
100%.
you can't use
That
was
100%.
previous
I'm
time.
saying that I'm telling you, I'm saying to erase history. I'm saying they were
Don't even.
good.
Yeah.
They were good back then. When we talk,
I mean, there's some players that played back then that can play now.
Who?
There's exceptions.
who?
Like Reggie White, if he played now, he'd be saturated.
But I'm talking about first
Or Lawrence Taylor.
before color
Or
television.
Lawrence Taylor. Before color television.
Before color television.
I mean, that's a
Before color
long ways
television.
back.
I don't want to hear.
You
I'm talking about,
know when.
bro, they had dudes smoking cigars on the sideline, drinking beers. Do not tell me that these dudes are better or compete with the dudes that are playing right now. These dudes don't even eat carbs. They eat goats live in order for them to do it. I'm like, these dudes are elite. These are elite specimen. I'm talking about people are mating specifically to create these humans.
You're not wrong. Like people still put like Johnny Unitas.
No.
Saying no.
In the top 5 quarterbacks, and
absolutely
the guy threw for like 1,700 yards and 4 touchdowns. So
you got players. You have players in the league right now doing it in the first 2 years, during the first 2 games of the season.
Right. Like if you go back, honestly, look at Johnny Unitas' stats. Here, we'll look it up.
Look up Terry Bradshaw stats. I'm like Terry Bradshaw.
We all know. Terry Bradshaw had
now.
Like,
but the game
he had a few years where he had more interceptions and touchdowns, I think.
Right. Jim said they were playing against dudes who during the offseason would go back to the farm and be pig farmers and stuff. This is correct. Thank you, Jim. Everybody's like, Babe Ruth would have still hit dingers. We're
gonna move away here.
He'll still hit dingers if he was playing right now. I'm like, no, the hell he wouldn't. He was hitting 40-mile-per-hour fastballs. They're throwing 110-mile fastballs now. He wouldn't be able to see it now. Yeah. He looks like me.
When he was playing? Huh? When he was playing?
Yeah. There's no way this dude is going to be able to compete against the players that are playing right now. Do you truly think that Babe Ruth is going to be able to hit against Jacob deGrom? Absolutely not. Johnny Unitas is the GOAT, though. Everyone knows a bad example. Go Cards. What? My example was bad?
Yeah, because deGrom is always hurt.
He is. All right, so give me. Well, Garrett Cole is not doing that great right now either because it's not that sticky stuff. I don't know.
All right, here we go. So he won. What is his best season? 3,400 yards, 20 touchdowns, 12 picks.
That's not bad. You want to know that's a Baker Mayfield stat. That's a Baker Mayfield
he had a year where he threw for 3,000 yards, 25 touchdowns, 24 picks.
Yeah. What was that again?
Yeah.
Yo. Yeah, I don't want to hear that.
What year did he go to the Super Bowl?
I don't know. Nobody even knows where Baker Mayfield is going to end up, and Johnny Unitas had a stat, and people are saying he's the greatest, and he has a similar stat line. And Baker threw for more yards. Stop it.
I mean, we're not. It's obviously easier to throw for a lot of yards in this.
Yeah, but Tom, these dudes though were running 18.540s. Tom, whoever the wide receiver Johnny Unitas had, you would lock him down. You did it on the flag.
Yeah, obviously.
Put in there. Yeah, obviously. You would lock them down.
Obviously.
Jim said he won't stand for the Unitas lander.
I mean, we can pull up Terry Bradshaw's stats.
Yeah, Terry Bradshaw is even more funny.
It is kind of funny.
It is funny because he had multiple seasons where he threw as many touchdowns as interceptions. But we all get on Jameis. Jameis had a 30 for 30. But at least he threw for 5,000 plus yards.
Did he win MVP this year? Is that what that means?
Yes.
And he threw for 28 touchdowns and 20 picks.
Yeah.
Like his best. This
Unbelievable.
is his best year, and then he had a year.
this your
A year
king?
before that, he threw 17 and 19. I don't know. It was a different time. A different time.
Yeah, they could hand check and do that. I don't want to hear any of that. I don't hear that. Jim said Jim is laughing 30 for 30.
It was a
Can
different
you
time.
imagine? They have to do a 30 for 30 for that. Jameis Winston, 30 for 30. 30 for 30.
Oh, I think I got a rare. Well,
So going back to the pack,
At least these looks good. Like this
The,
HD quality.
$84 is not a bad price for this. It's actually a really good price because you get all 4 moments are going to be throwback moments, right? There's
Mhm.
no current players in this, so you get all 4 pretty good players, with the exception of a couple. And they're all going to be historical moments. The first
Mm.
historical moments on the platform.
Right.
So-
So and the mint count or the what I'm looking for, but the amount of each particular moment is pretty low, it looks like. So these will be worth, I mean, they'd be worth money, I would think, in the next 5 years when NFL all day is actually legitimate.
Mhm.
Can I ask you a question though?
Yeah.
Brett Favre, and I don't know what year that was, but there's so many Brett Favre moments. There was other quarterbacks and stuff too. Was Brett Favre the best quarterback?
Best quarterback for what?
Like, I guess
I
I
don't know
can't
what you're
really,
asking.
yeah, I can't really ask the question because there's so many different eras. It's really hard to. He's the best quarterback in this particular pack because there's nobody else that's even comparable to him.
Yes. And they
There's
did that
not
on
a comparable-
purpose.
Yeah, right, obviously because this is.
It was
this is
also a
obviously
really historical game because the ultimate moment is from the game where his dad died.
Oh, okay, I
Yeah.
remember that the Monday Night Football game. Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember
Mhm.
that. I watched that.
So it's a popular game. Brett Favre obviously popular.
That moment's gonna go for a lot if you really think about it, because I mean, there's so much.
We were
history.
speculating. I think Strictly, I don't know if he's in the chat, but he was saying at least 60K is what he's saying. So we'll see. I mean, what if you get 1 out of 10 or 10 out of 10 or jersey number 4 out of 10? You know,
Yeah.
1 or 4 would probably go for a very big amount.
I'd list it for $1 million, and then hope that one of the Paul brothers comes and buys it.
well,
or I'll just make fake Pokemon packs and send it to him, because that's how we get down. Oh yes,
you had 2 Jack cookies, bro. There's only 25 of them. Floor is like 1 right now.
No, I had the other one. Some other ones listed.
Y'all want to talk some NFC stuff?
Yeah. We got 30 minutes. We got 30 minutes to wait.
Let's do it. You're talking about these cookies. What are these cookies that y'all are discussing?
Chippies.
Oh, I was not in
Chippies
on that.
World.
It's
Yeah, they're
absolutely
flying right
flying.
now.
Those are free, right?
Absolutely flying. Floor is like 1.17 right now. Oh my god.
Oh really? Should I buy one and list it just to flip it? I wonder if I should. So the NBA Association, what is that exactly? That was the thing that came out. A lot of people were talking about it. Tom, I know you know a little bit about it. Was it a player?
Yeah, we can talk about that. Let me pull it up real quick.
Okay. Because you're pulling up Chippy. Oh, okay. This is where we play the hold music, because we're getting things set up. So if you're listening to the podcast of this,
so the NBA NFT, it dropped what, yesterday? 2 days ago.
2 days ago.
2 days ago it dropped, and it's basically the first official NFT of the NBA.
The association NFT.
The association, and basically what they did was, they made editions, 125 of each player, right? And they haven't. I think they
each player in the playoffs.
No, each player in the league.
No, it says
30,000
premium for each player in the 2020.
Oh yeah. but like any play, it can be any player on any team in the playoffs.
In the playoffs.
Like you
Okay.
can get like a bench player. It's not just
Got it.
stars, but there's 30,000 supply, and
It originally was like 15, right?
18,000.
18.
But they had a bug in the contract where people were minting from wallets that were whitelisted. So they had to up the supply to get everybody that was whitelisted one. So they airdropped everybody one yesterday that couldn't mint the other day because they paused it.
Or didn't mint. Because I didn't actually mint it and they gave me
Right. Yeah. So what's cool about it is they're dynamic. So they're like going to be like cards of players, right? And the NFT will change based on the stats in the playoffs. Like if they have 10 plus assists a game per, for example, the NFT would change. So
Really?
it could get rare because of their performance. Like 2022 Finals MVP, it's going to change to reflect that if the player wins the MVP.
Wow.
So it's pretty cool.
I needed to dip this so I can go buy back in.
And it seems to be pretty popular. I think the floor is still pretty high. It's holding around 0.2.
Yeah, that's where I sold mine at. I think I sold mine at 0.22, I think.
Yeah.
Did y'all keep yours or did y'all sell yours as well?
I sold mine because it got up pretty high, so I sold. But I might buy back in. If it dips under 0.2, I'll probably buy back in.
Okay.
On financial advice, but
not we don't give financial advice here.
Yeah, that's sports related, and pretty cool that the league came out with their own NFT. The playoffs. And then you guys mentioned Chippy's World. They're flying right now.
Why?
They just revealed, and the artist used to work for Gary Vee. So I'm guessing based on that speculation, that's why they're flying.
What is it? Do they look cool, or does it look like the V friends?
They look better, a little bit better.
No, it's a PFP project. So they're like little monster things.
Yeah.
Chippy is
pretty cool looking.
I guess it's a character from. Here we can open up the Medium article.
So it looks like they're basically monsters with 3 horns.
Chippy?
Chippy. That's a song. Shout out to Shaq West.
Mm-hmm. And apparently, I didn't watch the video, but if you guys want to watch the video, the link is here. Someone was telling me that the guy got hired by Gary Vee at like one of Gary Vee's speaking engagements or something. Like he got hired on the spot or something.
Wow.
Pretty cool. But yeah, he's an artist for one of Gary Vee's like personal brands, or he was. And yeah, so I mean, whenever you have a connection with Gary, people like to speculate that he's gonna buy in and stuff like that. So that's probably why they're pumping. But yeah, it's a cool little project. I don't know too much about it. I haven't looked in it too much, but like I said, looks like it's pumping on that speculation right now.
And this was a free mint, wasn't it?
No.
What was it?
How much was it? How much was it, Ernest? Like 0.07 around there in a mint?
Yeah.
Okay.
That minted 3 was 0.22 total.
Yeah, it's like 0.077 or something. But I don't know. I like them. They're cute. 0.075.
Okay.
To mint, and then they just revealed, like I said, an hour and a half ago.
Makes sense why they're pumping.
Yeah, and they don't look bad. I mean, they look okay. No, I don't know what the planned roadmap or utility is. But I guess they're building like a world around the character.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
And then
since we're on Gary Vee, why don't we talk a little bit about the V Friends 2 that came out?
Friends 2.
Yeah, so that's been kind of a rocky drop, right? You had one you mentioned. They pumped
It took
today
me-
though. They're back up. They're up
Did you
to
list it?
1.5.
Get us?
That what?
Did you list it?
Yeah, I sold it already.
Yeah, they're up
Yeah,
to
because
1.5 today.
1.5 right now.
Mhm.
Is that what?
1.5.
1.5. Well, damn.
Yeah.
Well, it
I was
doesn't matter.
hoping you had kept it. I was like, oh god.
No. We're not doing that.
We're
Nope.
not
But
doing
they're.
that.
I mean, they're supposed
Nope.
to be. I think the supply's what 50,000.
55K. I was like,
So
I'm
you
not,
have-
I'm not running that risk.
You still have public, which they announced yesterday was going to be a raffle, and the raffle came out. It's on pre-mint. If you're in the Discord by yesterday, and I think that's all the qualifications. You had to be in the Discord by yesterday to enter the raffle. So if you're in the Gary V Discord, make sure you go enter that raffle for VFins Series 2.
Here's my rationale, right? So gutter clones, the gutter clones did not hit anywhere near what the actual gutter cats and all the other animals did. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna get, if it hits an ETH, I'll take my ETH and I'll run. And if it goes for more, whoever bought mine, they can make their little bit of money off of it or whatever. Because in my eyes, I paid 0.335 for it. And whoever bought it at an ETH, if they sell it at 1.5, I mean, they're only making half an ETH on it versus how much I made. So I don't care. If it gets up to 10 ETH, then I'll feel a way about it. But I probably won't even feel it because I wouldn't want to hold it that long. I'm over trying to hold things for it to hit double-digit ETH numbers. I don't care anymore. Because at this
you
point,
don't want to hold it to 10 ETH? I mean,
no, because I can't guarantee that it's going to happen. What is it?
Why 10 ETH? Like that's just an arbitrary number.
Why did I say that?
well, I mean, I don't know. Somebody
I said it only
they'd
because
hold
that's what the V1s are going for.
Yeah, but there's a lot less supply on those.
That's what I'm saying. So I'm like, it's not going to hit that.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna take my profits and I'm gonna move on. See, Tong has taught me to build. So I am building. That's what I'm doing. I'm building. I've made decent amount of money in the last week. So I'm like, I'm gonna keep this going and I'm not gonna buy stuff just to buy stuff to hold it. Nope, not doing it.
Okay, very nice.
Not doing it. Not doing it. And 55,000 mint supply. That is a lot.
Are we staying for the? We're staying like for the queue, right? Get us.
We can stay. What time is it? I have a call to be on at 2:30. So yeah, we can stay a little bit.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I just
wanna. Yeah, you're good, Ernest. So
my guy Jim said Pirates to 10 ETH.
Before we get back, we're gonna ignore that comment. Before we get back to
y'all should have sold
to
some
the
of them. You have too
NFL.
many, they're not selling it.
The news of the week are the Moonbirds, and they have
Lanta. They literally have moon.
So look at this chart. They came out. They dropped last Saturday. It was a public drop, was raffle only, 1 minute per person that won, and they dropped. Mint was 2.5 ETH, right? And immediately they shot up to I think 8. Well, before that, they were at like 12, and then public came and they dropped a little bit back down to like 6.5 for a very, very brief moment in time. And then they just have not stopped since. And yesterday they got up to a high point of 40 ETH. 40 ETH floor in less than a week.
Why though?
I mean, it's a very, we talked about it before, right? So Kevin Rose and his team are
that's right.
very well connected. They have a lot of friends in tech, friends in the venture capitalist world. So it's a very exclusive group. Like if you didn't know, the first project was the Proof Pass, right? And Proof has also been pumping up to 144 ETH floor. So, and there's only 1,000 supply of that. So Moonbirds, like if you want to be in that exclusive group, Moonbirds is like you're kind of
the most inexpensive way
the
of doing
secondary option right now, right? So I mean, he's bringing on a lot of people that are probably not into NFTs, but they're into tech and they're into crypto, right? And they have deep pockets, so that kind of explains why a lot of people are buying and they're not really selling, like they're not listing, right? For hire, they're just holding, because after this dropped, I think there were 2,000 listed last week. like after the drop, and now there's only 687. And at one point there were like 450, 500 listed, which
Mm.
is crazy for a 10,000 supply project with a almost 40 ETH floor. Like that's nuts,
Insane.
unheard of.
Absolutely
Wow.
insane.
And they tested the 40 ETH floor or ceiling a couple times and couldn't break it. So now it's going back down. They have nesting, which is kind of like an advanced staking type deal. I haven't listened to it too much in the spaces because I don't own Moonberg. I didn't pull the trigger. Well, that's not really a conversation we need to have.
No,
But
is this Bored Ape Yacht Club all over?
so basically,
again?
they're sticking with like different rewards and stuff. But that's coming tonight at some point, I believe. The floor has kind of dipped a little bit. But I mean, it's still holding strong above 30. I don't think, my opinion, I don't think it goes, if it goes below 30, I don't think it goes pretty far below 30, like maybe like 28, 25 or something like that. But we'll see. It's going to get interesting because I think a lot of people are going to stake, or nest as they call it. So there's going to be a supply shock, and we'll see what happens to the price. But yeah, so that's like, I mean, we've never seen an NFT this
literally a week, and it's in
less than a week. We still have a whole day left.
People want to hang out with the elites.
So yeah, people want in with the Moonbirds.
People want to hang with the elites.
So yeah, but the overall NFT market has been up and down this week, and a lot of things have gone down.
Very much so, but a lot of things
you
gone up.
You had some random pumps, like Fancy Bears pumped randomly yesterday. Obviously Chippies are pumping today because of the review. Yeah, it's been kind of a mixed bag lately. But I think people are kind of hesitant right now because you got the Bored Ape land sale that's imminent. People are speculating that it could have been today because I think today was like the 1-year anniversary of the launch of the project. So people were speculating maybe the land will drop today, and Ape's been pumping because people are speculating that you can only use Ape to buy land. A lot of speculation going around, but nobody really knows at this point what's going to happen.
Nobody knows.
But yeah, so we got 14 minutes. If you got in the waiting room yet, please get in the waiting room for NFL all day if you want to pack.
We're trying to get packs.
Don't miss that queue.
What's the max amount of packs you can buy? I think it's just 2, right?
No, you can only get 1 pack. Right?
No,
pretty sure it's 1 pack, right?
I'm pretty sure. I thought it was 2.
Was it 2? Did you see 2?
I may be losing my mind.
It might have been 2.
It might have been.
50K
maybe
total, right? 50K packs.
50K. It might be 2. You might be right. I don't know if you think it's. You don't think it's going to sell out the first time around?
I mean, I would think it would. If people our age are the ones that are buying these, then it will sell out because they'll be like, "Oh, well, this is my opportunity to get some throwbacks or whatever."
It's not even that. You're rolling the dice for a 1 out of 10.
Right. I mean, you did get a 1 out of 10 Joe Burrow.
Yeah, that's a little different though.
Why is it different?
A little different.
Why is it different? Oh, because it's not Brett Favre, the Hall of Famer.
But
it's Joe Burrow, the future Hall of Famer.
Future Hall of Famer, Joe Burrow.
Future Hall of Famer, Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow.
Yeah. So let's talk about something real quick. Switching gears back to the NFL.
I love talking about something.
Deebo Samuel wants
a
trade from the 49ers, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's been a trend that I've noticed this offseason about teams not wanting to set the market and pay these receivers.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think that is?
Why don't they want to pay receivers?
Why don't their current teams want to pay them? Yes.
Because you could just grab him from.
Can you grab a Debo Samuel from
There's so
Well,
much
what-
talent in
I would.
the draft that you could really toss the dice and the odds are in your favor, in my opinion.
I would make the argument to ask you who is Debo Samuels.
There's
What do you
another
mean?
one. Like,
what does
what
he
makes-
do?
right.
Why do I want to pay him?
Why do
Now,
you want to pay?
Why do
So,
I want to
mean,
pay him? Now he's not like, and this is not me. This is gonna sound like I'm downing when I'm not, because the dude's legit.
mhm.
But like the stuff he does is not
These
the
are all-
same
these
thing
are all-
Devontae Adams does.
Correct.
It's not the
Correct.
same thing that Mike Evans does. It's not the same thing that
Appreciate you for calling him out. I appreciate you.
That's
Yeah,
true. So that's very valid points. I think both points are very valid. Like I think as we've seen in the last 2-3 drafts, right? There's a lot of talent at wide receiver right now.
Yep.
You got Jamar Chase coming in, like you got receivers coming in left and right and just balling out, right?
Yep. And Debo Samuels is not even Jamar Chase.
I mean,
Right.
But I think that players like Debo, players like I think Debo Samuels is very intriguing. The same with I'm drawing a blank. What's his name from the Chiefs?
Tyreek Hill?
Tyreek Hill. Both players. Very, very intriguing because they're not
But they're not the same.
prototypical. They're not the pro. But if you look back at the 49ers, Debo Samuel is a huge part of their offense. Like they play him at every position. And I don't know if that's
But you know who also just left
They're-
from the 49ers, right?
who.
Their offensive coordinator. So
Yeah, but
maybe-
it's not his offense. It's the head coach's offense. It's Shanahan's offense. So it's like it doesn't matter who's the coordinator there. But my argument is I feel like Debo is more valuable to the 49ers
Than
and what
anybody
they
else.
do than
Yep.
anybody else.
Yep.
Just like Tyreek Hill was more valuable to the Chiefs and their offense and what they do than anybody else. So that was my argument. I was shocked when they traded Tyreek Hill. I was like, what? Out of anybody on that team besides
Yeah.
Mahomes,
They need it. They need Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill made that offense go.
Right.
And I understand people will argue like Mahomes is Mahomes, and Mahomes is Mahomes. They'll probably make the playoffs. They'll probably
But Mahomes
be
is partially
a
Mahomes
good
because
team.
the talent he has around him.
right. But
If he would have got drafted to the Jaguars, he would not be this.
yeah, I don't know if you can find a player like what wide receiver lines up at running back and produces like Debo.
See,
And I
but
think-
that's the problem though. 'cause
And
you can make
that is the problem
that's the
that
problem.
he
You can
created
make
for himself.
right that you can make the argument that in which the 49ers have one of the best offensive lines in the league, right? And then they
Yeah.
have him running these. He's an elite version of Cordarrelle Patterson. Like he does the same things.
He does the same thing, but he's also an elite
he's
receiver
ve-
on top of it.
Right. He's very good. He's a very
Yeah.
he's a much better version of him. But the thing is that when you have a running back like that, a wide receiver like that, he's more prone to getting injured.
That's
and
that's the thing. Yeah.
Yeah, and he's not doing what like can I sit him out there on the outside and just run him down the field over and over and over again?
Yes. You
Just
could.
chuck the ball. So then I
If
just
you
need to
wanted,
just-
if he wanted to do that, you can do that.
I need to
like,
just do he needs to
Debo's
just do
that
that
good.
then. He needs to just do that then because he's not being seen as the other ones because he's being seen as a receiver that's a gadget guy. When technically he could do what receivers do, but they make him look like a gadget guy.
Is he still
So
free
you-
agent? Or
I
is he
mean, I
still-
guess my question is,
No, he's not
would
a free
you-
agent next
Would
year,
you
yeah.
pay? Would you pay him? Would you pay him?
If I was the
No.
49ers, would I pay him?
If you're any team, would you pay Debo Samuels?
No.
I would not.
No.
Interesting.
No.
Interesting to me.
No. If I was the 49ers, I would pay him though. I think they should pay him, but I think what they're doing is they want him to test the market. Oh, he had demanded a trade, so it doesn't even matter. And he's not a free agent until next year.
Okay.
So I mean,
somebody will pay him.
somebody's gonna pay him,
Yeah.
but are they going to do the same things with him as the 49ers are doing? They have the same offensive line. I think the 49ers are looking at it like we have a legit offensive line. That's the reason why Mostert and all these other running backs look legit. There's no way
that's
you
true.
just
That's
get
true.
4 running backs and all 4 are good.
Well,
Tevin
it's
Coleman
more.
was a-
It's more offensive. It's more than the offensive line. It's what's his name's zone
Shanahan.
blocking scheme.
Yeah,
It's a zone blocking scheme
Kyle Shanahan.
because Kyle Shanahan. You remember when he was with the Falcons?
Yep.
Devontae Freeman had
That's
Yep.
true.
career year.
Very
He
true.
got paid.
Yep.
And what's his name?
Tevin
What's his
Coleman.
name? Tevin Coleman.
Got signed by the
Career
got picked up by
year.
the Jets. Got paid.
Followed over. You know, he's had injury problems since, but but if you're looking at Debo, and you guys are right, like talent is at an all-time high receiver, but I don't know if you can get a guy. Maybe you can. I don't know.
I think you can.
Maybe you can.
It's arrogant. It's arrogant for the 49ers to think they're just going to replace him. But it's also arrogant for him to think that somebody's going to pay him what he thinks he's going to get paid. But
Right.
I will
It's
always side
value.
with the player. I'll always side with the player.
We'll see. It's interesting. I don't know. I just felt like it was an interesting pattern this offseason where, you know, Devontae Adams, right? Arguably the best receiver in the game.
Yeah.
Packers are like, bye, you're gone. Tyreek Hill.
But I think that was more Aaron Rodgers' fault.
No, it's not. They could afford both. Obviously, they can afford both.
But they were saying that the big reason
That
why,
was weird, to be honest.
Well, they said the big reason why they didn't pay him yet was because of Aaron Rodgers' contract. So when Aaron Rodgers finally signed, they're like, okay, cool. Now we can work with Devontae Adams. And Devontae Adams was like, nah, this is bull. He's like,
I think
Aaron Rodgers
Devontae
knew he was
didn't
going to
like.
sign.
I think Devontae didn't like him.
I don't think so.
Aaron
Well, why would you like him after this?
He also wanted to play with Derek Carr because that's one of
bull.
his best friends.
But the thing though is that Aaron Rodgers could have signed a long time ago. He played this stupid game. So
and
it affected Devontae Adams. So I wouldn't have signed either. I would have left. I'd be like, nah, you go.
Yeah.
Do this, go
But I was surprised what they just let him go for. What was it
Speaking of leave, I got
third
to
and a fifth? All right, man.
All right, Ernest,
Peace
out. Peace out.
Don't forget to say in the. Okay, never mind.
Wow, he didn't even get. Wow.
Hopefully he
Hard
queued
time.
up before he left. All right, we got 4 minutes left.
Mhm.
But no, I just found it interesting, man. It's really interesting to me where potentially three of the best receivers in the league right now, can get traded, and two of them have already.
Well, Debo's in it. You think he's gonna get? They're probably not gonna get what they want from him. That's the interesting part. You're gonna pay him. You don't want to pay him.
You don't have.
But you're gonna
leverage
want the world for him when you trade in.
You don't have leverage at that point,
Right? Because you won't pay him. Right.
So
you basically devalued him.
not devalue, but you know, teams aren't gonna want to like give you all for it because they know in the year they can have them for free. So what are you gonna do?
Right.
I don't know, just interesting. And I don't know, the receiver market is pretty crazy right now.
Right. I mean, there's and if you look in the draft,
It
it's
should
like,
be.
okay, well,
It's
can
a
we find
passing
another
league.
guy?
It's a passing league.
Right.
They're valuable. Like, I mean, what would have given up for Devontae Adams as a Jaguar?
How many firsts do we have?
Probably
this
way
year?
more than what Oakland gave up for him.
Yeah. How many firsts do we have this year? We have 2, right?
Just the one. No, just the one.
Just the one?
Yeah.
I would have gave them that.
The first overall pick?
Yeah, I'd give it to him. Yeah, I'd give it to him. For Devontae Adams? Yeah. Yeah, take it. How old is Devontae Adams? He's what, 28?
I think so. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Hold on.
It's a good question because like the draft is not
no.
It is flush with receiver talent though. I think it's a very deep receiver draft.
I'm sorry. I just look at the way I look at what the Bills did. I look at what who just did it. There's some other teams that did it. Look, if I was the Jaguars and my defense was built,
I don't know if I give up the first overall pick. That's kind of crazy.
maybe not.
But nothing is built on the Jags, bro.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
If
they need that pick.
If I had to look, I feel like this is the way you do it: defense, quarterback, wide receiver. That's it. Build the defense.
You build the line.
Draft the quarterback. Build the defense.
You got to build both.
Get the receiver. Well,
you got to build both lines.
Yes. Well, yeah. I mean, if you have a legit front line, your defense is automatically good.
Yeah, but they don't.
And they don't. Well, outside of Josh Allen, so they look at what
they signed a couple players, but I'm talking about the offensive line too. they need.
Well, yeah, because it's
lot of
very
holes.
it's very evident that if you have a decent line and an elite wide receiver, you can have a rookie quarterback and make things happen. Like you just need one. You don't even need the whole. As long as you have one elite wide receiver, everybody else can eat.
Yeah, but I mean, playing devil's advocate, the amount of elite wide receivers have gone up in recent years, right?
Yeah.
How many wide receivers do you put in the elite category right now?
Tyreek, Devontae Adams, obviously. This is hard to just
Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase, I would put him in the lead already.
Stephon Diggs.
Stephon Diggs is. Stephon Diggs 100%. What's this dude that plays for the Chargers? I keep forgetting the dude's name. Why do I keep forgetting his name? Keenan Allen?
No, he's not elite anymore. No.
How old is he now?
He's getting up there. He's been in the league 10 years now, I think.
Well, I guess he was an elite receiver then.
But there's a lot, right? I mean,
there's not like it's like Randy Moss and nobody else. It's like there's
so maybe that's why they're being not valued as high, and they're not, teams aren't trying to pay them. But I don't know. I just found it interesting. We have 5 seconds left.
Oh, let's do it. Let's see what we got. Hopefully yours is like early.
Terrell Owens is 50 years old.
I mean, I think Terrell Owens is the GOAT, but that's just me.
He's not the GOAT. Randy Moss is the GOAT. 100%.
Nah,
not even close.
Give me two. Not even close.
Not close.
You're on drugs. All right, we're gonna have this
not
argument.
Close.
We're gonna have this argument. I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this dude. I cannot believe this dude. I can't believe you. I can't believe you. You can pull up Randy Moss's stats. I'll pull up Terrell Owens.
Cooper Kupp, obviously he's elite. He's the guy who should have won MVP this year.
Yeah, Cooper Kupp, not even mentioned.
Yeah, Moss over Owens, and it's not close. It's not close.
You're on drugs. You're on
faster.
Drugs.
He was more skilled.
You're on drugs. Pull up the stats. You're on drugs. Randy Moss quit. What are you talking about? No.
And he still has better stats than Terrell Owens.
Pull up Randy Moss's stats, and we're gonna do this right now. We've had this argument for years now.
Hey, 213 ahead of me.
Oh,
let's go.
What's up. Oh my God, I'm at 28,000. So we're not gonna wait for me.
All right, I'll open my pack on stream. We'll have to wait 43 minutes though. That can't be right.
Right.
Moss better. Yeah, everybody knows Randy Moss is better.
Randy Moss is not better. But will you please?
It's not even close.
Can you back up your argument, please? Please back it up.
Look up Randy Moss's stats.
I'm looking up Terrell. All right, fine.
Look up all-time receiving stats.
Oh, you don't want to do this. I've already did this.
Yeah, and Randy Moss has better.
No, he doesn't. So Terrell Owens has more yards. He has 3 less TDs. And he has 1 more reception. That's actually pretty funny. They're actually very comparable. Randy Moss did it. Randy Moss averaged at 15.6. T.O. averaged at 14.8. That's actually funny. They're very comparable.
But look at Moss's seasons, right?
What do you mean? What do you mean? It doesn't even matter. The numbers are so damn close.
I don't know. Randy Moss is better. He was more dominant. More dominant in his prime.
More dominant in his prime. Oh my God. Hold on. All right. So how am I going to determine the best year? Let's do it.
Oh, you don't want to compare the best years. You don't want.
Oh, so what they did, I think from here they do the top 3. No, why are these particular years highlight in Pro Football Focus? Like he's got touchdowns 16, 13, and 13 in bold, but he had a year we had 14.
Yeah, you don't want to compare their best years.
So what you're saying is that Randy Moss was not as good as long as Terrell is what you're telling me, right? If his best years were better than T.O.'s, and that's what you're telling me.
No, because he was good with Minnesota, and he took a couple years off in Oakland. and then
He took a couple years off
he
in Oakland.
dominated in New England.
Oh yeah, he did have the best quarterback of all time, but I mean, T.O. had his too. So, whoa, timeout. When was Randy Moss in New England from 07
3 years, I
to
think.
to
4 years.
2009? 3 years. He was there for 3 years.
Yeah.
So he had a 23. Well, yeah. So if you wanted to compare singularly one season, he had the 07 was a better season than T.O. ever had.
Look at his Minnesota year. His rookie year, he had 1,300 yards and 17 touchdowns.
I don't care. I don't care if he did.
4 straight years.
He was also drafted much higher.
What does that have to be? What does that mean?
Bro. Hold on. So
look at his run in Minnesota from his rookie year to when he left.
Yeah, he was elite. He was
1,300 yards, 1,400 yards, 1,400 yards, 1,200 yards, 1,300 yards, 1,600 yards. All double-digit touchdowns.
Yep. So in 98, so 2000, 1,400, 2021, 1,400, 2022, 1,300. 03 was alone 1,100, and 04 was 1,200. Then in 06, 1,100, 13, 11. Like
the moment Randy Moss stepped foot in Minnesota until he left, he was the best receiver in the league. And then Oakland, what happened in Oakland happened in Oakland.
Yeah.
And then he joined New England once again. Best receiver. How many years was T.O. the best receiver in the league?
With the best quarterback.
Okay.
And the best quarterback and the best. What do you mean? LOL drafted with the best quarterback and the best head coach ever.
Yeah.
What's
your argument for the Minnesota years? He had Dante Culpepper.
Huh? Yeah, he was good.
He made Dante Culpepper.
I'm not saying he wasn't good. I'm just saying you're telling me that because his rookie when he was younger, he had these legit seasons. That's what makes him better. Statistically, they're damn near the same receiver.
Yes, I'll give you that. Yes, you're right. See, their career stats are very similar, but you can argue that Randy Moss was more dominant.
Why was Randy Moss better? Why was Randy Moss better if their stats are so similar? Why was Randy Moss better? I'm just curious. Help me understand it, so then I don't sound like a fool.
He was more of a skilled receiver than T.O. is.
So how was
he ran more routes? He's faster than T.O. What does Terrell Owens do better than Randy Moss?
He is faster than T.O.
What does Terrell Owens do better than Randy Moss?
Well, from what I've seen, he's more consistent. I mean, obviously his first. Hold on, who was the quarterback for the 49ers in '96? Was it
Jeff Garcia?
Jeff Garcia. So Jeff Garcia. So, I mean, who's better? Is it Culpepper or Jeff Garcia better?
I mean, they're pretty.
I mean, honestly,
they both.
Let me pull up Dante Culpepper. Let me pull up Dante Culpepper and let me pull up Jeff Garcia. Let me pull that up. Let me do that.
Okay, we got 2 minutes, by the way, until I get my pack.
Okay. All right, cool. All right. So T.O. was in 96 is when he was there. No, it was 96 was what's it called? Was it Steve Young? 96 was Steve Young, wasn't it?
Yeah, probably.
It was Steve Young. No, it was Steve Young.
And it was Garcia, right?
Yeah, it was Steve Young. Garcia. So actually T.O. played with 3 years with
Steve Young.
With Steve Young. So
one of the best quarterbacks of all time.
That's true. Yeah, I'm not going to argue that. And not only that, where was he? And he didn't get on the field. So I guess that says something. I'm not irrational. I'll take that into account.
I just feel like Randy Moss.
No, that's a fair argument. Because if he did have Steve Young, how come he couldn't get on the field? How come he came on the field more than what he did the first 2 years? Randy Moss did.
31 in line. Let's go.
Yep.
Garcia's better. Garcia was probably a better quarterback than Dante Culpepper.
Oh, absolutely not.
I don't know, bro. Dante Culpepper was pretty bad.
Absolutely not. Hey, all right. So when did Randy Moss get there? Randy Moss was there in 98. He had 98.
Oh wait, I gotta reload my Dapper balance. Holy shit! Wait, did he kick me out?
Excuse me. Sorry.
Oh no.
Sorry, everybody listening.
Oh no, it's just by now. Okay.
So Dante Culpepper, Randy Moss was there in
Excuse me
98.
while I reload my Dapper balance so I can buy this pack.
Wait,
Please don't kick me out.
Culpepper wasn't his quarterback. Who was before Culpepper?
Randall
Randy
Cunningham?
Moss, huh?
Was it Randall Cunningham?
Anybody know?
Yeah, it was Cunningham.
It was Cunningham. Okay. All right, that's crazy to think about that. Randall Cunningham was, man, I feel old. So let's say Randy Moss. So I mean, Randall Cunningham was good, and no, was that? Oh, maybe it was Brad Johnson. Let me look up Brad Johnson. I think it was Brad Johnson. It was Brad Johnson. Pretty sure it's Brad Johnson. Pro Football Focus. 98. Yep. 97, 98. Brad Johnson. No, Brad Johnson only played 2 games. So it had to have been Cunningham.
Yeah, I think it was. It was like the last couple of years of his career, right?
I think so. I didn't even know that Randall Cunningham played with
All right.
Yup.
Anyway.
Yep. Wait, no, Randall Cunningham, 98. Randy Moss's first year was 98. 98. Randall Cunningham, damn, he was in the league the year I was born. No. He didn't. Oh, no. Yeah, it was Randy Cunningham, 98. Yep. 34 TDs, 10 interceptions. Damn, Randall Cunningham was balling. AP MVP offensive player of the year. What? He balled out that year, 13-1.
I think I mean that
Let me see something.
that Vikings offense was kind of crazy, right? Because they had Chris Carter.
Yeah.
Chris Carter was on that team.
Let me
Still
see something.
pretty much in his prime, right?
Yeah, 37.
Okay. Pack is ready. You ready?
35% of his offense was Randy Moss. Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, all right. I'll concede that.
You ready for this pack?
I'm ready. I'm looking.
All right.
I can see that. I mean, Randy Moss
truth.
did. I mean, he did the
Moment
damn
of
thing.
truth, boys. Let's see if we got the ultimate. I'm kind of nervous. Thanks, Donardo. Kind of nervous. Oh no, I think I got one.
You got.
Oh no, they're all commons.
No.
Oh, we got a crap pack. Oh no. See if we got any good players at least. Common, Derek Brooks. I can sell this one to Ernest for like $1,000.
$1 million.
Is that Vic? Is that Michael Vick that he stripped? I didn't see the. Yeah, that was Vic.
It is. Jackson. Wow, Trent Baalke's taking no calls from the number one. Oh my god, I hate this guy.
Jim said there's a 5th one on the bottom. No, there's no 5th one. I wish there was a 5th one on the bottom. I wish.
That's actually pretty funny.
Thurl Davis. Oh, it's against Jacksonville too. Is this the playoff game
that they lost?
That they lost?
Yeah, because they were smacking them in the beginning. No, wait. No, they didn't score. Are you sure? They didn't
or maybe it might have been the next year that because they played them the next year too, and the Broncos won.
Yeah, they beat the brakes off of them.
Yeah. I don't know what game. Let's read. Yeah, this was. This is '98. So this is 2 years later. This is not.
Damn, 33-17. Who cares? You can run your mouth. Oh,
Yeah,
he was looking at the
Thurman
reveal.
Thomas.
Oh, he wanted you to, yeah, your boy Thurman. Give it a good one. Jim
There you
Kelly.
go. Was it 4 Super Bowls in a row?
Yeah, nothing.
Dang.
I mean, the
It was
team. I mean, you can still
fucking-
be considered a dynasty. I mean, you just
No,
couldn't
you
win
can't
the
be
league.
considered a dynasty.
You
You
didn't-
can't win
what team has made it 4 times to the Super Bowl?
No,
I mean,
it's not a dynasty. It was a good
Yes, it
run. It was a good run.
okay,
I'll
fine.
give
I
you
guess-
that,
I
but
guess that's
no,
what
there's
call
no.
it.
You
Okay.
you can't say it's a
They
dynasty.
were
They
a
didn't
dynasty.
rule anything.
They were a dynasty in the AFC.
I don't think that counts.
It does count,
I mean, I got 4 Hall of Famers, so can't really complain. But
right?
you know, you would love a rare.
Is that
or a
Jeff
legendary.
Hostetler or is that Phil Simms?
Quarterback?
Yeah. Who is that? No,
I don't know.
I don't even know who that is.
His first NFL. Oh, this is a rookie.
Oh, what?
Reggie White.
That's got to be worse than
man.
Guap. I mean, and how many of these are there?
Rookie
There's only
debut.
4,000. This is gonna be good.
4,000. Yeah, not bad.
I wish they'd give us a card too.
It could have
Like
been
it-
worse.
It could have been worse.
It could have been worse.
It could have been much worse.
Anybody else get a pack? Anybody else get a pack and open theirs yet? I want to know what everybody got.
Who? Oh no, we are all. You're ahead of everybody.
Yeah, so I haven't sold many moments yet. My collection's
I haven't sold anything. So it's in terms of receivers. So that means what you have Jerry Rice #1, Randy Moss 2, Terrell Owens 3, or how do you have yours?
so like you got to put Jerry Rice #1. In my opinion,
Why? You don't have to if you don't want to.
you don't have to, but like the guy's so far ahead of everybody in like stat wise.
Okay.
By default, he kind of has to go there. If
You
if
don't.
you
It's all.
ask
It's all.
me-
You
if
you don't.
ask
You don't
me,
have
Randy
to.
Moss
Just like
is the best receiver of all time.
thank you, because that's like everybody that just defaults
you
and
ask
puts
me-
Jay-Z as the best of all
Right.
time.
Well,
You
he
don't.
is,
You don't. Or Tupac or Biggie. You don't have to. Well, I should say Tupac or Biggie is what I should say, because those are always the two
Yeah.
default one. You don't have to
Right.
say they're the best.
No, you don't have to. But yeah, if you're asking my opinion, Randy Moss is the best receiver of all time.
Okay.
Talent wise.
Just best receiver of all time. That's it.
Right.
Period.
Obviously, the Jerry Rice stats, nobody's touching him
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily.
because he played for so long. It's kind of like that's kind of like when people put like Emmitt Smith as one of the. I don't think Emmitt Smith's one of the best
No,
running backs of all
I
time.
don't think so either.
I just don't.
I would
think
make the argument that Barry Sanders wasn't either.
Yeah, he played. He played on one of the best offenses of all time
Yep. Offensive line.
and one of the best offensive lines of all time.
Yep.
He
Somebody.
benefited from that.
Somebody.
And he played for a very long time.
Right. Somebody please come drug test Jim.
Jim,
Hines Ward is #1. Santonio Holmes is #2. Antoine Randall L is #3.
then Jerry Rice Get out of here, Jim.
Somebody
Antoine Randall L.
somebody come drug test Jim because he has officially lost his mind. He's lost his mind. I don't know. I have a personal bias. I just like T.O. and I don't like the way they did him. But based
No,
on
you have a fair point. Like he
Yeah.
should have been a first ballot Hall of Famer. It's not even
yeah,
close.
well, he is a first ballot. I don't care what anybody says. Like,
Yeah.
You can say he's not, but he is in my book. But not that it means anything. Because I'm just a lowly agent. Who doesn't
Yeah.
just sells houses. But yeah, I don't know. I got, of course. I feel like this discussion is probably kind of. I was thinking about this actually yesterday when I was on the John about the LeBron Jordan thing.
Mhm.
And you know what I attribute that argument to? People's realization of their mortality.
What do you mean?
I think people Plaxico Burress #5, unbelievable. Cheddar Bob.
What about the best? What about the best receiver in Pittsburgh history?
Ooh, there you go. But here's-
Antonio Brown.
It's right, statistically, right? But the reason why is like, so you can't really get people that grew up with Jordan to say that LeBron is better, right? Because
Sure.
by doing that, you basically kill your own era, right? So I was thinking to myself, I'm like, I think Jordan is the greatest of all time, even though I don't like the fact that he was punked the Knicks over and over again. But then I started thinking about it. My son is going to think Kentavious Treadwell III is going to be the greatest basketball player of all time.
Yeah.
And this is what I had this discussion. I had this discussion with somebody, and I was explaining it. Michael Jordan, his shine is going to fade as generations get older, because Jordan is not going to mean the same thing to Super as it did to me, or as it did to my dad. It dwindles and dwindles. I think LeBron will probably have a bigger impact on him than Jordan ever will.
Yes, because of pop culture mostly.
Yep.
And that's why Jordan that's why the argument's still alive right now, because of pop culture and because of,
I rock with that, Jim.
Of the brand. Like, people still rock Jordans, right? So like his name's still relevant.
Right.
But if there were no Jordan brand,
it wouldn't be as prevalent. Like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
The kids today. I don't want to say it's not as prevalent, but like the argument's still valid. But the kids today wouldn't know who Jordan or know his accomplishments like they do if there was no Jordan brand, because they wouldn't go back and watch. What would you go back and watch?
Right. So Jim made an interesting point. He said Michael Jordan's playing against the part-time accountants. Now, I will say I'm watching some of these players play in the NBA back then, and they're like, they did not look like the players do now.
What did JJ Redick say the other day? If you had a time machine and you can drop Kyrie Irving, and I've made this argument multiple times.
He would destroy
I've made this argument multiple times on the show. Kyrie Irving, talent-wise, skill-wise, is the highest talent skill level point guard I've ever seen.
Yep.
Just like I don't want to put like stats or his attitude, whatever, right? Take that out. But just talent-wise and how he plays the game, and if you watch him play, he does things that no point guard
has ever done.
Can do. He just does, and he plays like no point guard has ever played, in my opinion.
Yep, I agree. Kyrie's the beast.
But yeah, if you put Kyrie in the 90s, they wouldn't know what to do with him.
Put him in Jordan's era. Jordan's not stopping Kyrie.
I mean, I think
he's not stopping Kyrie.
No, Jordan's an elite defender in any era.
But you think he's stopping Kyrie?
Nobody's stopping Kyrie. LeBron's not stopping Kyrie. LeBron's not stopping Kyrie. So it's like, that's not an argument. LeBron's not stopping Kyrie.
That's fair. All right, that's fair. Like, nobody's gonna stop him.
Yeah. If Kyrie's on his game, nobody's stopping. Just like if Durant's on his game, nobody's stopping him. If LeBron's on his game, nobody's stopping him. It's just, there's just guys that are unguardable in this era, and the same thing with the past era. But
I think Jordan would be fine in this era. I think Jordan would be good in this era. I think LeBron would bust people's ass in the 80s and the 90s. I think he would bust people's ass then.
Of course, yes.
And I don't think he would play the same exact way that he plays right now. I think he plays right now just because of the style of the game that it is. But if you put him back then, he can bang with people. LeBron would be a different person. He'd be a different person. He'd be banging with the people, banging down low, whatever. They're like, oh, LeBron's soft.
He didn't exist in there. Like, there's nobody like LeBron. There's just not no. There's, I mean, in the 90s, who's like LeBron in the 90s or the 80s? There's
no one. So Donato says Steph Curry exists in 2022, and people think players back then were on it. No, absolutely not.
Right.
Absolutely not.
The guy shoots from half court, and he's like 40% from half, like 35 feet.
Right. This dude is pulling up. This dude is pulling up from 80, and he's draining it. Yeah, no, the game is not the same. The players are not the same. The players are better now. I don't care what anybody says. The game evolves and it gets better. You can get stuck in your nostalgic feelings and get stuck in the past and stuff like that. That's all fine and dandy. That's great. But you have to respect the fact that things get older. That's like somebody actually believing that they could take their 1969 Plymouth whatever, Cuda, whatever it is, and think they're beating my car. It's not happening. It's just not happening. By the way, I bust the dog doodle out of a Hellcat today. I busted a dog doodle out of him. But anyway, yeah. So that's my point. I'll leave it at that.
Yeah. Nothing else to say.
Mic drop. Boom.
Nothing else to say.
Yes, and Babe Ruth is not good. Not in this time era. I don't care what anybody says.
Yeah.
Greatest player of all time is Barry Bonds.
But at the same time, hold on. What is the no? At the same time, I get the argument too, in the sense that the athletes got better in every decade. So who's to say with today's training and knowledge, MJ? That's true. Training has gotten better. Nutrition has gotten better.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. I would say it right. I
Yeah.
would say 100%. I think Michael Jordan.
That's
would be
part of
better.
it, right? That's
Yeah.
part of it. Like
He'd be 100% better. He would be
athletes
so legit.
today, they live this. They live this. Like this is what they do, right?
Mhm.
And you go back 30, 40 years ago, this is not what the only thing they did, right? Like
Mhm.
they, like you said, they didn't
They
devote
ate
their
hot
lives
dogs.
to
They ate hot dogs in there. They ate hot dogs on the court.
Yeah, like it's not the same, man. LeBron has a freaking hyperbolic time chamber like Dragon Ball
Right.
Z at his house.
Right. Spending $1
You know what I
million
mean?
on his body. I will say this though before we leave. I need people, and I love KD. I need people to have the same energy on LeBron as they do on KD, because it ain't fair. Because if LeBron was doing what KD was currently doing, he would be eviscerated. That goes to show you the kind of dude LeBron really is, though, because he's handled it. He's not lashed out. If it was me, I would have retired on y'all's asses, and y'all won't get to see me play ever again. I'll take my talent somewhere else. But yeah, it's craziness the way they do that, man. I don't know why people hate him. Like,
I mean, when you're that great,
but it doesn't make sense. I didn't like Tom Brady, but I respected what he did.
there's people
when
that hate Jordan to this day. There's people out there. that
I
hate Jordan
don't
to this day.
like Jordan. He busted the Knicks, but it doesn't mean I can't acknowledge the fact that the dude was the GOAT. That doesn't make any sense.
It just happened. Like same with Brady. I talk to people all the time that hate Brady. They don't give Brady any credit. You know, it's all Belichick. It's all whatever. It's all
Okay.
It's always excuses.
So explain to me why come Brian Horry didn't do the same thing then? Like it doesn't make any sense.
I mean, you
Humans,
got
man. Humans are. I had read through the comics. You know that Venus and Lewis Hamilton, they put their part of the
Chelsea.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And people are like bad mouthing the fact that they only put 10 million euros each. I'm like, bro, you're on a random ass post commenting in the comment section.
How much is $10 million
on euros? Like it's more.
Yeah.
And like you're sitting out here talking about them
like
in a Facebook chat. Yeah, on a Facebook chat talking about they that's only a small percentage. Bro, you're broke. You're broke. You're living at your mom's house.
Yeah.
You're broke. You're working a 9 to 5. Imagine. This dude is both are the GOATs in their respect. I don't care what anybody says. They're both the GOATs in their what's it called? You, my guy, you're not even the best bank teller. And you have the nerve to talk about these people? Stop it. All right, I'm done. This show will go on for another 2 hours. I'm finished. John, got anything else?
No, I wish my pack was better, but what can you do?
Maybe I'll open my pack next week. We know what the next week's drop is going to be, so we can kind of say what time we're going to be on, or do you know, or are we going to have to post it?
To be honest, I don't know what Top Shot's dropping or NFL is dropping next week. So.
All right, cool. So if you're here, just go ahead and hit the like, hit the subscribe button, go ahead and hit the notification, because just to let you know, if you're here now, show times are not definitive anymore, because we're going to be doing them with the drops, because we figure that's going to be best for everybody. Get the opportunity to interact and talk with people during the drops rather than wasting your time just sitting there doing nothing. And look, it's the daytime. If you're at work sitting down in front of your computer and whatnot, why not rock with us? Why not listen to what we got to say, right? I mean, we're just two regular guys with another regular guy discussing NFTs and stuff. I mean, Tong's a whale, but I mean, outside of that,
not a whale. Not a whale.
He's a mini whale. He's a mini whale. You know, like he's like a beluga whale. He's not a killer whale yet. He's a beluga whale. Still big ass nose, big ass like snout thingy. White, which is weird. They're like whitish, bluish looking whales. I don't know. But anyway, that's where we're at. That's all I got. Remember, the new show name is The Drop, airdropping all the latest in Dapper news and NFT news. So rock with us. Like I said, part of the North Shore 9 NFT. We got new stuff coming, new thumbnail coming, all that kind of good stuff. So we appreciate you rocking with us. Like I said, like, subscribe, hit the notification so you know we're on. We'll let you know ahead of time as well. So that's it. That's all I got, Tong.
Peace out. Bye-bye.
Deuces.